Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. I've made a new pick a card read for you. Who's in love with you? Could be all three. Could be one of them. Could be two of them. You might want to watch more than one this time. Could have a lot of people in love with you. Now, I've made 3 readings here. Each one of them has got a deeper dive to it. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. This is a timeless reading. Whenever you get into this video, it's good to go. It's good to watch. I've got two drawers every single month at the end of the month for a free private reading with me. To enter the first draw, all you need to do is be a subscriber to my YouTube channel, click like on this video, and then leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into that prize draw. And so you can do that as many times as you like throughout the month on the videos that I publish throughout the month. And the second draw is for those of you purchasing those deeper dives. So the more deeper dives you purchase for the different pick a card reads that I put out there, the more entries you'll get into that draw. So good luck with winning those. Now all you need to do is take your pick. Which one would you like? Would you like the crystal? Crystal is out with the wombat spirit. Be at home. Or would you like the flower? The flower is out with the play card. Or would you like the shell? The shell is out with the dog spirit. Be loyal to what you love. So take a pick now. You find your timestamps down in the description box of this video and also in the comments too, to fast forward to your reading. I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show. I'd love to see you in there. I give 1-question readings in there. Now you can book one of those 1-question readings at any time on my website, behealing.com. Find a link for that in the description box below and also one up there too. I'll do all the pre-book readings right at the start of the next live show, so you don't need to be able to make it live if you can't make it, if it's not in your right time zone for you. Or if you forget about it, it's okay because I'll send you the link to the replay. Or alternatively, you can come live. Find the next live show laying in wait on my YouTube channel by clicking Be Healing down there. You can click on set a reminder, come along live. I also do a today's tarot every single day of the year, and I make 3 of these love pick a card reads a week as well on my YouTube channel. All reasons to be a subscriber to my YouTube channel if you're digging my readings. And what else? I offer private readings from my website, behealing.com. And so if you can't wait to win one of those readings, you can have a reading within 48 hours if you book yourself in. There's a link in the description box below for that and also one up there too. Well, take your pick now. The crystal, the flower, or the shell, and I'll see you in your reading. If you chose the crystal and this one's for you, crystals, who's in love with you? Let's find out. Now, as usual, crystals, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, and you want even more, then you might want to get that. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get straight into your reading and find out who's in love with you. Crystals, you've got fleeting beauty. It's someone that you haven't known for very long. Could be someone that kind of passed in and out of your life quickly, or they've only, it's only a recent thing. Someone that's just, you've caught someone's eye, or it's not wrong. Yeah, synchronicity, but there's some synchronicities about it. There was some coincidences that popped up around your meeting, or around you and something that you've got going on. It's someone that is really thinking that there's a magical connection going on, you know, when synchronicities happen and things seem to click. It's that kind of thing. That flipped around. I've got guidance and empathy. So there's something about your wisdom, your empathy, perhaps you're a healer. Are you a healer? There's something like that that's drawn them to you. Tell us more about this person that's in love with crystals. Tell us more, guides. Okay. Knight of Swords. This is someone who speaks out quickly. They might sometimes put the foot in it by impulsive speech. They just blurt things out, and they don't have a lot of, you know, the the things that hold us back and stop us from saying stuff. They don't have that going on. What am I trying to say? Like the inhibitions, they don't have a lot of inhibitions. They're pretty much like what you see is what you get kind of a person. But yeah, I'm getting like they speak like fast. Perhaps they speak fast, but it's more the blurt things out, kind of speaking the mind. Anyway, Page of Cups. And it's interesting because I was finding it really hard to speak myself. I don't feel like they're like that. Perhaps they are them. Page of Cups. They're a dreamer. This person's got like lofty aspirations and high goals and all of that kind of thing. They're a dreamer. Some of them, they could be into inventing things or like looking outside of the box at stuff. They could be a scientist or into that kind of science kind of thing. A dreamer. And then Three of Swords. Okay, some heartbreak. Let's find out more about them. Now let's get some cards out. So tell us about this Knight of Swords, this whole, the way that they speak. It's the way that what they're thinking comes out of their mouth. Knight of Swords. It feels to me like it's someone that like could put their foot in it sometimes with what they say, speaking out of turn. Not really speaking out of turn. It doesn't feel like it's a bad thing. It just feels like it might take you aback, you know, it might be surprising that they'll blurt things out. The Four of Emotions and the Seven of Emotions. So the Four of Emotions, it's like, it's not like they're in complete control of what they choose to say. Confused by the choice. They might have a problem speaking, in fact. Because I am finding it difficult to get my ideas out at the moment as I'm trying to explain these energies to you. The Four of Emotions, it's like they feel left out of a society in a way, but you know when you think like, oh, speaking comes easily to everyone else, but it doesn't to me. They don't have like a speech impediment or anything like that. It's not that. It's like they don't seem to have a choice. It's like they look at other people and like everyone else seems to speak like and consider what there is that they're going to say and then they say it. I don't. I seem to just like say what it is that's in my mind. It's something like that. They feel like they're different than everyone else and they have no choice in the matter. So the way that they communicate is they feel is different, and it's like they feel like kind of God left something out in them. Do you know what I mean? Like they don't have that thing that everyone else seems to have when it comes to being able to choose what it is that they say. They might be a very fast speaker as well, you know, and have a lot of ideas, get a lot of ideas out like in a really fast way. What's behind that, please? The mind might be quite different than normal people. I mean, not normal people, but you know what I mean. Most people, let's put it that way. This could be someone with like attention deficit or something like that. They might think that they've got something wrong with them when I don't think it's something wrong with them. Honoring your energy. There's something about them needing to see that as a good thing. I mean, we've all got like different personality traits. We're all very different from each other, really. And we've all got those personality traits for a reason. It serves us for our life path. And yeah, I think you're going to dig it. I think you're going to find it refreshing the way that this person is. It could take you aback though, the way that they communicate. Page of Cups, they're a dreamer. They've got high aspirations is what I heard. And they're a dreamer. It could even be like an inventor or something like that, but they're into looking outside of the box, seeing outside of the box, thinking outside of the box, and perhaps science as a result of that. Tell us about this Page of Cups energy. The Sun and Awakening, it makes them really happy. So like finding out new things, looking outside of the box, seeing things that people didn't realize before. that it brings them happiness. Like waking up to something new, learning something new as well. This person will be like a voracious reader probably, and just taking in a lot of information wherever they can get it. When it comes to relationships though, Three of Emotions and the Hermit, this is not someone who's out and about and picking people up. It's not someone that enjoys large gatherings and groups of people as well. They much prefer to be by themselves, the Hermit card. They can get on with things by themselves. This is someone that prefers to work alone rather than with other people. Not that they've got a big problem with people, but it's just the way that they work better. So it's not someone that, it's more of an introvert. This is an introverted person, not like in big groups. They don't really shine in big groups, but it put them in a room by themselves with books and a computer. They'll be really happy with that, and perhaps with some scientific equipment as well to do some experiments or something. What's behind that? Was there anything behind that? Why are they a dreamer? Changes. They're here to make a change in the world. Okay, so they feel this calling to make a change in the world, and so they're looking in all the spaces. They've obviously got a reason that their personality is so, like I said, and it's got to do with their mission. So they could be like someone that finds like something amazing out, like Nobel Prize winner in the future. I'm not saying that that's what they're going to be, but it's that kind of an energy. They're called to do that, to look in the places, to turn those stones over that other people don't, to think outside of the boxes that people usually think in. And as a result, it makes them happy doing that and finding out new things. They don't learn from other people. Well, they do learn from other people, but that's not what their role is here. The soul, their spirit is calling them to seek out new information, find out new things, look at things in a different way so they can find out new things. So they could come up with solutions to like novel problems that no one else has thought about. But the Three of Swords, what is this? Heartbreak, something about their past. It could be family stuff, The Tower, Eight of Emotions. Something big happened in their life. It could to do with family, or like a big relationship that they walked away from, or there was it could have been like a car crash that took out half the family or something like that, something really devastating like that, leaving an old way of life behind, or it could be like really disruptive family stuff caused them to walk away and go it alone. It could be that too. But yeah, there's an emotional aspect to this person where they've not had it easy, and they've had to walk away from certain amount of comfort, but it might have been uncomfortable. You know what I mean? When we're around people that aren't that great for us, but we still seek comfort in it, that kind of thing. So this person has broken free of something, but it was quite a big deal. It's quite a big deal. So they'll have a story for you about like emotional upset in their life, and they might need help in healing that stuff as well. It could be what has caused them to be an introvert, is that they're happier by themselves because the relationships that they've had, getting family, weren't that great. What's behind that? Feels like a great person, It feels like someone that's made for great things here, and often that means difficult starts. So that we choose our parents, right? Circumstances that we are born to give us the right mix for what it is that we are going to be doing. And if you need to be independent in order to like forge new directions, then you're more likely to choose a family where you'll just kind of get basic needs met so that you can break free and then be independent and be more likely to do this kind of work. Whereas if you were born to like a loving family, probably not going to have the same mix, of environmental factors in order to produce a human being like this. So what's behind that? What's behind that? Past, present, and future. It is something from the past, and it feels like family stuff to me. Discernment, making them more discerning about who they let into their lives in a journey, and it's sent them on an inner journey, which has revealed those unlimited possibilities. So like I said, it's they needed the start that they had to turn them within, to make them that introvert, so that they could open up to the unlimited possibilities of like everything that they are. So tell us more about their heart and stuff like that. With regards to romance. So they're interested in you. I don't know whether they've like seen you online or something like that. I mean, they're an introverted person, or perhaps you've come across them in the supermarket or something. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. They're very drawn to you. They think about you a lot. This very moment, in fact. Forgive. Now, because of this person's issues with people and kind of wanting to be alone a lot of the time, it could be that they need to kind of find, not kind of, but actually find forgiveness in themselves. They could, if the, you know, this walking away from people in their past, that could really hang heavy on their heart, and they might feel like there's something defective in them. There's a need to forgive themselves there. So there's like a social awkwardness or awkwardness around other people and relationships, because they took it as a personal failing rather than a failing of, not really a failing, just, oh yeah, a failing of the family or people around them. So they're kind of taking it personally, which everyone does really, hey? What else? Self-worth issues, yeah, taking it personally. Self-worth issues. So relationships having gone wrong in the past, they take that very personally. Codependency and support, okay. So they're very much a loner, right? So when someone comes in offering support, they find themselves being codependent with that person, so they'll latch on. So as soon as they found someone that they trust and can kind of let go with, then they will, perhaps to the point of codependency. So perhaps a little bit too much, you know. That's what they're seeking, though, is support. Someone, well, that's what everyone's seeking, right? Someone to love them unconditionally for who they are. But yeah, any kind of support, because they haven't had that in their lives. If you support what it is that they're doing and they think it's great, then that is going to be like the ideal mix for them. Now, I'm not saying that this is the ideal person for you. This is just who's in love with you, or who's falling in love with you right now. Doesn't look like they might approach you, though, you know, because look at this. Responsiveness and heartbreak. This is a real fear of having the heart broken by being turned down. So this isn't someone that's like eager and ready to approach you and let you know how they're feeling. But they delight in you and they think you could be really happy together. Yeah, it doesn't feel like someone that's about to say, even though they blurt things out, it doesn't feel like it's going to be the emotional stuff that they do blurt out. Let's get some messages from them. What do they want to say? What do they want to say? I gave in to temptation. Don't know what that's about. What else do they want to say? Destiny is taking us down different paths. This they're kind of avoidant of the relationships. They're kind of giving themselves reasons why not to approach you. You're the love of my life. So they haven't felt this way about anyone before. Like they're really attracted to you. It's got something to do with your empathy and guidance. So it's got something to do with your energy. They feel like you're going to be more accepting of them and loving toward them. You're reminding them of things that they didn't have in their family, and they feel a pull towards your energy because of that. They can feel love from you, is what it is, like an unconditional love. So it's almost like they feel like there's safety in you. And there probably is, right? What was this card? So someone that hasn't known you long, synchronicities around it as well. So the universe is on it too. Like showing them you, bringing your name up or your posts up or whatever it is. I run away to avoid facing my problems. It's feelings. I run away to avoid facing my feelings. So they'll run away from you rather than ask you or tell you what their feelings are. I'm sending you loving energy. Can you feel it? So you're on their mind and they're sending you loving energy, but there's no kind of approach here. Find out what's going to happen in that deeper dive read, and we'll find out more about this person as well. Get into the characteristics and stuff like that. And guidance for you, of course, as well. I've unwittingly sabotaged our connection. So they think we've done the wrong thing. Perhaps by not approaching you, or perhaps they let a chance go by anyway. Oh, wow. Well, if that sounds like it is your story, could be story, want it to be your story, then you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. If you do, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 or 16 American dollars right now. It is an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you won't receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Do check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the crystal on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. As we'll get in that deeper dive as well, that'll get you entered into the second draw too. So 2 chances to win just from this video. But if this is where you're leaving me, if you're not getting that deeper dive read, then good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to that deeper dive read for even more, then I will see you in there very shortly. If you chose the flower, then this one's for you. Flowers, let's find out who's in love with you. Now, as usual, flowers, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be your story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So who's in love with you? Let's find out. Who's in love with flowers? Who's in love with flowers, guides? There we go. You got tea ceremony. Okay, so it's someone who is conscious about themselves. It's someone that's got some self-awareness. Someone that does things precisely. They don't just get into anything, and they're quite specific about who they let into their life, what they get into, what they do, that kind of thing. There's a level of self-awareness of this person, which is good. Could be a meditator as well. Ooh, wild. There's something here about them liking a simple life. It could be that they like to be out in nature. They could like camping and that kind of thing. They do like to be out in the elements, is what I heard. They could like extreme sports. Not like... no. It's not an adrenaline junkie, not that kind of thing, but, you know, they would go and climb Mount Everest, you know, out in the elements, that kind of thing. They could be into extreme weather conditions, or just putting themselves in uncomfortable places. They could be into like cold plunging and, you know, stuff like that. This person is a strong person. Strength. They could be physically strong. It feels like they're tough. It feels like they're like, you know, a bit like rugged, that kind of thing. Outdoorsy kind of person, likes a simple life. Very specific about what they do though. Self-aware. Know what it is that they like and what they don't like. Tell us more about this person in love with flowers. 3 of Pentacles. They're like being with other people, working with other people. They're a good team player. It feels like they might have work in a small group of people. This could be a contractor or someone that, like a freelancer in some kind of a way, but they work with other people, but they're kind of working for themselves too. Like making things with other people. Yeah, it feels like someone that's really a good team player in that kind of way. Personable. The Lovers. Okay. They could be very charming, this person. There could be a lot of, they find it very easy to attract. Anyway. Yeah, it could be very attractive. And the High Priestess. They've got an intuitive side. Let's get deeper into this. Okay, interesting personality, like mix. On the surface of it, you might think this is like rugged person, strong, pretty simple, you know, not a lot of depth behind them, but they do. They have this intuitive side and this tea ceremony, which indicates a self-awareness. So this person has got more depth than is apparent, probably when you first meet this person. The Three of Pentacles tells us about that. They like working on a team, but it feels like they work for themselves for some reason. Yeah, I'm getting like a contractor, you know, like a building contractor or something. And I'm not saying that they are that, but they get together with other contractors and build a house, you know what I mean? Something like that, or a freelancer where they're on a team. They work for themselves, but they're on a team doing something. Wouldn't surprise me if this person works with a hand, because they've got that strength and something like that. Yeah, 8 of Materials. It's really paying off for them, what it is that they do with other people. Nice mix of work. It feels like they work for themselves though, but they work with other people too. And it's really good. Really, really paying off for them. So this person might have more wealth than you think as well, especially if they do have that simple life kind of thing, outdoorsy kind of a life. You might be surprised that they got a lot of wealth. Yeah, and this isn't someone that would be, you know, spending the wealth either on, you know, like a lot of showy stuff as well. Live a pretty simple life. Past, present, and future. They've been doing this thing for a long time. It's been paying off for a long time. It's not something that will pay like massively, but they've been doing it for so long, and it really does pay for them. Okay, so the Lovers. They are very attractive. And they've got a lot of people interested in them. But with that tea ceremony, I was getting that they are very particular about who they let in. 9 of Emotions. They know what it is that they want, what their heart's desires are, you know. A lot of people could be wishing for this person as well, like want it to be their person. Page of Inspiration. They're a bit dreamy, by the way. They could be, you know, well muscled and attractive in that kind of a way. Yeah. Page of Inspiration. I think they get a lot of offers. I think they are pretty attractive and might have a lot of people just kind of wanting to sleep with them. Really. But it feels to me like they know what they want in a partner relationship. I'm not saying that they're an angel and they hold back from, you know, doing that. It doesn't feel that way to me either. But for a relationship, I think they would know with this 9 of Emotions what they really want. New day. Could be someone that's ready as well for a new start, to kind of get away from that Lovers kind of an energy. It feels to me like someone that can compartmentalize it. Like, I've got this lover, but it's just a lover. For a long-term relationship, I'd want this kind of a person, you know. So someone that's got like 2 compartments for different kinds of relationships that they have. They're very intuitive though with this High Priestess card. This could also indicate secrets as well, you know. Someone that's not necessarily what they seem. There's a depth behind them. Hanged Muse, they see things from a different perspective. The Knight of Voices. Okay, just reminded that this is someone that's in love with you. Right, okay. So they've got like an intuitive knowing about you. And Knight of Voices, they do... It's like they want to make a swift move toward you, but they change their mind about that. They're thinking that like a slow approach is better with you. So intuitively they feel they've got a connection with you, but they feel like a slow approach is better, even though they're like... I think you're not in the lovers category. I think they've decided that you're in the other category. You're in the relationship category for them. So they didn't make a fast move on you. Treating you differently than they treat the other ones. There's inner journey behind that. It's like they had to face themselves inside instead. So this isn't someone that would approach you to be a lover like the rest. You've intrigued this person for sure. Let's find out more about them in the heart. Tell us more. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. They want to do the right thing by you. I feel like if they'd kind of wanted to make a move towards you, that they would have intuitively pulled back, and it's like, no, I can't treat flowers like that. I've got to handle this differently. They are treating you differently. They know they've got to do the right thing by you. There's a level of respect that this person has got for you. But perhaps they're not feeling for other people in the same kind of a way. What else? Take a breather. I think this person is very attracted to you, and they take a step back. They don't act on that. They don't want to act on the lust with you, because they know that they've got to approach you in the right way. So they're taking a breather, taking a step back. Tell us more. Person that's in love with flowers. That's really sweet. They're hoping to flirt with you. They hope to take it in that direction. And memories. Reminding them of someone, perhaps someone that they got serious with in the past. It could be that. It could be that similar kind of an energy. It's like, oh, this one's a keeper. That kind of thing, you know? It feels like that. So they're hoping that you'll flirt. Come hither and play. They want you to come and play with them. So they've got this playful side to them. It feels like they want that, but they also want you to know that they respect you. Orgasm and giving oneself. They want to give to you. Orgasm too. So they're very attracted to you. It feels like this person is kind of pulled in two directions. They've got the physical attraction to you, but they don't want you just as a lover like that. So they know you've got to treat you right, but they want to be having fun with you and flirting with you and all of that kind of thing. They're hoping that it gets to that, but they're reticent to put you in the same category as the lovers. What do they want to say? What do they want to say to you? I still have growing to do. So they think that they've still got this like boyish kind of an energy, perhaps not mature enough for you yet. I feel like I'm not good enough for you. There you go. And I abandon people to make myself feel more important. So there's something that having these lovers is, doing for them. It's making them feel good about themselves, making them feel, making them feel important, making them feel loved, making them feel important, make them feel desired, that kind of thing. Love them and leave them kind of an energy, I wish I could fix things between us. Okay, so that suggests that there's some kind of interactions between you already. I'm done playing games though. They don't want that lovers kind of thing anymore. So they want to lock it in with you, but they're reticent to do that just now because they're not feeling good enough for you. I dream of you. You're the one in their dreams. You know what? I just got this, even when they're like, if they're sleeping with someone else, they will think about you as well. I'm filled with regret. This feels like someone that's still got lovers, right? Or a lover, but it's not serious, and they're kind of regretting that, or regretting not making a move towards you. I think this person will. Well, let's find out in that deeper dive. If that sounds like it is, your story could be a story, want it to be a story, and you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. If you do, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you won't receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Do check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, flower, and the shell. Click on the flower on your device you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to click like. Before you click off down there, click that subscribe button if you're new and leave a comment, because that'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. And as we'll get in that deeper dive as well, that'll get you an entry into the second draw. So 2 chances to win from this video. But if you're not getting that deeper dive, if that's where you're leaving me, if this is where you're leaving me, then I will, then good luck with all of this. And if you are getting that deeper dive, then I'll see you in the next reading very shortly. If you chose the shell, then this one's for you. Shells, let's find out who's in love with you. Now, as usual, shells, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get straight into your reading. Shells, and find out who's in love with you at the moment. Let's see. Willing entanglement and the noble one. This is somebody who wants to get involved with you, but they're doing the right thing. So they want to be with you. Feels like maybe they can't at the moment for something. For some reason, they've got to do the right thing. Let's find out what that's all about then. Magic maker. They think you're magic. And passion. Very passionate about you. Yeah, they think you're magic, like you've got like some special source, some secret thing going on where like you just make stuff happen and there's magic that happens for you. I want to know about this willing entanglement then, or the noble one, where they've got to do protection. They're protecting you for something. So they're feeling protective toward you, but they're protecting you from something, doing the right thing by you. Is this person in a relationship, and in a relationship with someone else, but in love with you? Feels that way to me. Tell us more. The Four of Pentacles, they're having to hold their energy back from you. The Three of Cups, because there's someone else. They're in another relationship. This person could be married, but in love with you. What's this? The Devil. Oh, they're so tempted. Death and rebirth, to end things and like have a new beginning with you. And they want to be seen with you as well. The Six of Wands. This is someone that's fantasizing about you. This is someone that is fantasizing about changing their circumstances, coming out of one relationship to have a relationship with you. But the Four of Pentacles are holding their energy back from you at the moment. Four of Pentacles. Use of materials. Got stability. Tell us more. Why they're holding their energy back. So it could be that the stability that they've got with someone else is just too tempting to them, you know, to give that up. Two voices, so they're undecided. So they're fantasizing about leaving someone for you, but they're undecided about it because they'd have to give up some of their security or the money or something like that, the house, you know, whatever, to be able to do that. The Hermit, so they're kind of holding back from you, being by themselves, but they're pulled in two directions with the Chariot card there. So yeah, this isn't someone that's decided to be with you. The pull of the security, the stability that they've got is too strong at the moment, but they're undecided. It feels like they still think that they're entertaining the possibility of being with you in their mind, in a journey. So they've got that inner struggle going on to try and figure out whether to do this or not, because they're in another relationship. There's a third party, Three of Cups. Now, as a reader, I don't always take the Three of Cups as a third party, but it is in this reading. It is. It just is. Five of materials and the devil. They're so tempted to be with you. They're so tempted to end it with that person and be with you. There's an obsession. They're kind of obsessed with you, this person. And you're a temptation to them, yeah. Wow. Okay. What's behind that? Unlimited possibilities. They see you as a really good option, like you could do so much together. It kind of feels materially, though. It feels like they think that they might be able to have more with you, more abundance, or more, even more stability than they've got. But I don't think they're certain of that, because it's definitely the stability, the Muse of materials, or the finances or something like that that's keeping them where they are. Death and Rebirth, Six of Wands, the Devil, they're really tempted because they'd quite like to be seen with you and have like a new start with you. What? Tell us more about that. The Nine of Voices, but it brings on anxiety. So whenever they're feeling the pull and they're like, oh, that's it, I'm over this that I'm in, I'm going to end it, then they get the anxiety kicks in, and it stops them. It stops them from doing something about it. It remains just like as a possibility in their head, as a fantasy. They don't actually do anything about it because the anxiety kicks in. Omens, but they get signs. So this person is really being like ripped apart, pulled in two directions. Wow, okay. Trying to do the right thing though with a noble one, or they know that they need to do the right thing. Excuse me. Tell us more about this person. Tell us more about this person. Please. And their feelings. Yeah. Like there'll be closeness between you, but always give each other space. So they're at a distance from you at the moment, perhaps not like physically miles or kilometers or whatever, but there's space between you at the moment. Perhaps you're not connecting with each other at the moment, but they still feel a closeness with you. They feel like that emotional connection between you, even if there's space at the moment. Go deeper, New Moon in Scorpio. So they might feel like there's more depth in this relationship. To be honest with their energies, it feels like kind of a materialistic person up until now. They think there's more depth in there. So it could be that you're deeper than this person, and they think they could have a deeper relationship with you. But this person actually might not have the depth that you do. You know what I mean? It's like someone that's like materialistic might want to be with someone deeper, but they don't really have what it takes to make the deeper person happy because they don't have that same depth themselves. It could be someone that is attracted to you because they've got a lack of depth, is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes we are attracted to the opposite of something that we've not developed in ourselves. What else? Heartbreak, influence, and support. Okay, this is the person that they're with at the moment. So even though they're kind of breaking the heart, there could be in their ear. There might be nasty talk. This person, the person that they're with, does support them as well. There is a stability with this person, and even if though there's a heartbreaking negative aspect to this relationship, there is a positive to the relationship that they're already in. So it's very difficult for this person. They want to have a new adventure with you, though. They feel like it could be very joyful. It just doesn't feel like this person is ever going to make this move, though, to me, to be honest. We'll find out in the deeper dive, though, what's going to go on. But to me, you know, it's all about contradictions, this reading. I can see where they're at, but I don't know whether they're ever going to get themselves out of this not being able to decide kind of a place. Well, what do they want to say? So much I want to tell you. What else? Twin flame. They believe you're twin flames. So they're feeling a strong spiritual connection with you. Feel terrible for hurting you. They know that they've hurt you. And I want to work things out. They want to figure this out. They want to sort it out. They want to figure it out. They want to be with you. But the fears of that stability and the support that they do get from the person is just too much. Or the loss of material wealth or something like that. Too much for them right now. What else? Emotionally unavailable. So I'm not available right now. I wish I could fix things between us. Yeah, they've got some regrets here. You're the first person to make me feel this way. To actually consider leaving this person, you're the first person that has made them actually consider it, but still, it doesn't feel like they're going to. I feel like they've got a telepathic bond with you. They do feel a very strong connection with you, and they're filled with regrets. They don't like the way that they've dealt with this. Wow, well, that is what I've got for you. If that sounds like it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. And let's find out where this is headed, get some guidance for you, and find out how this might play out. And are they actually ever going to make that move? Well, let's see. If you're interested in that deeper dive, I'll pop a link for up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you won't receive it. Now the email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the shell on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you to a video straight away, then just try it on a different device, and it will. Or should do. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment as well. That'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me. As we'll get in that deeper dive too, that'll get you entered to the second draw at the end of this month too. But if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I'll see you in there very shortly.